Now, a few days ago, Warframe released a teaser for TennoCon called Our History is Smoke, and it had a lot of hints towards Tau being the reveal at this year's TennoCon. So today, they released another one filled with more hints at Tau. This one is called A New and Toxic Paradise. And if they follow the schedule of releasing these teasers every 3 days, then one would assume that they will release a final teaser just before TennoCon happens on Saturday. Now, the first teaser had a blue light on a desolate looking rock, it had a dead mag prime, it had a wilted flower with quotes from our past from the Tenno on board the Zaraman 10-0 and from Nata during the Ropa Lolis fight. The mag, of course, was a reference to her Prime Codex entry where she died during the Old War when the Orokin fought the Sentients on Tau. This new teaser has even more dead Prime frames lying on that desolate blue rock, so have a look.
Velvet blue the meadows lie, though the hardy ones defy. Gold shall never break our tie to that far shore forlorn. Onward high, who but we may tame the sky? Who but we shall distant die on that far shore forlorn?
Now, the lyrics on this teaser for the verse hit a little bit different. The first one sounded like it was being sung by the Orokin on their way to Tau. This verse sounds like it's been sung by the Sentients from their perspective. They talk about a velvet blue meadow, Tau has a blue sun. They mentioned defying the haughty ones and how gold will never break them. So the Orokin are definitely haughty and definitely decadent and definitely covered in gold. So it sounds like they're referencing them and they're not going to break to them. We see a dead Ember Prime, we see a dead Nyx Prime, we see a dead Rhino Prime. I think there's a Volt Prime right at the end, but it also slightly resembles Frost's helmet, but the shoulders are definitely all Volt, so I'm going to stick with Volt. Also, above Volt on the right hand side, it looks like Loki Prime's helmet, so a dead Loki Prime as well. And then there's what looks like an Orokin era Grineer soldier, which could be a soldier from Mag Prime's Codex, the one that she lifts up and then ends up kind of dying beside. But the video is titled A New and Toxic Paradise, which for me is the most important part to focus on from this video. Yes, there's dead Prime frames, but that would have happened during the Old War when they fought the Sentients. But this title, there was a conversation between Hunhow and Stalker before the Jade Shadows quest, and it was called The Reaper's Lament. During this dialogue between Hunhow, the sentient father, and of course Stalker, he mentions Tau. He says, "How much do you recall, my shadow? Do you even remember what came before this time of scars? Your masters sent steel and flesh across the gap. Clay they wished to rule and sculpt into a new and toxic paradise. Laughable, even at the end, they never truly understood the answer lay not in the things their stolen blue bloated fingers could covet. The answer was song. Your music reached our listening spines in Tau long before their rubble crusades." So he specifically mentions the Orokin, how they wanted to turn Tau into a new and toxic paradise for them. Now, the part of the teaser I'm not entirely sure about is the line at the end of it. It says, "Swear now to defend this holy treaty." So who signed a treaty? A treaty is signed at the end of a war and both sides must abide by it, or more than likely war is going to break out again. But I've searched through the Warframe wiki, I've searched through the quotes, and I can't find the quotes in any of the Codex entries where they mention any holy treaty. So did we sign a treaty with the Sentients to not continue the war, to end it, and we just didn't know? Are the Orokin still alive? Are they actually on Tau and the Sentients are gone and they made us sign a treaty? It's the only bit I can't wrap my head around. Now, like I said, I do think, or I do hope we get another teaser before TennoCon in 3 days from now, although I'll be in Canada at the time so I won't be able to make a video. But if we do, I'm kind of wondering if there will be a Warframe still alive on Tau at the end of that teaser, or will we see a Sentient come into the scene, or maybe an Orokin or some other major character that will be kind of one of those big reveals leading up to TennoCon where they're going to show off all of it. We know that there is a new Warframe being revealed at TennoCon as well, one that's going to start with the letter U because that's the last letter of the alphabet that we don't have. But if you know what the line is from with the treaty, in the Warframes history or Warframes Codex, then by all means let me know in the comment section below. At the end of the day, it is lining up to be Tau as the reveal for TennoCon, or maybe an alternate version of Tau from a different timeline. Or it could even be an alternate timeline where we get to relive the old war, only a different version of it, which would also be pretty cool. But I'm kind of hoping it's Tau in the long run, since I've played the game for so long and Tau has always been that part of the lore that was off in the distance and we just couldn't wait to get to. Now, it is also worth noting that TennoCon is on the 19th of July. The 19th letter of the Greek alphabet is Tau. And I know that's probably just a really freaky coincidence, but hey, if we're going to go down the rabbit hole, we may as well go head first. On top of this, with the Valkyr's heirloom bundle dropping on July the 21st, DE have given me one of her bundles to give away to one lucky viewer. So let me know in the comment section below, what do you think the biggest reveal will be for this year's TennoCon? Then let me know what your in-game name is in Warframe, spelled exactly like it is in-game, and of course what system you actually play Warframe on, whether it's PlayStation, Xbox, mobile, PC and so on. Okay, so give me your IGN, your in-game name, and let me know what console you play with, and I will pick one lucky winner to get that bundle. But we don't have long to wait. Like I said, let me know what you think of the teaser in the comment section below. I am flying out to Canada Wednesday morning for TennoCon, so I'm going to be there in person, which means my TennoCon recap video won't be the day after like all of my dev stream videos normally are. It will be, I think, maybe on the Tuesday. I get back Monday, so it'll be Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, by the time I can do my recap video and maybe show off some of the stuff that I got to see while I was over in Canada as well. So with that being said, have a great day, have a great week, and as always, thanks for watching.
Cast and cry, raise the million pylons high. All our kin were bound to fly for that far shore forlorn. Onward high, ooh, but we may tame the sky. Ooh, but we shall distant die on that far shore forlorn. Velvet blue the meadows lie, though the haughty ones defy. Gold shall never break our tie to that far shore forlorn. Onward high, ooh, but we may tame the sky. Ooh, but we shall distant die on that far shore forlorn.